Hey YouTubers, stackers, collectors, it's Numistacker and I'm back with you today for a mega results video. This time it's a grading results video. It may not be the largest grading results video you've ever seen, but if you hang around for another week or two, you should see a very, very big set of grading results videos which relate back to the heritage and NGC Grading, which was the biggest ever so far that I've been involved in. So this is really something to kind of tickle your palate, a little appetizer, and before the main course of the big mega results videos that will come, I promise you, over the next couple of weeks. I was really thinking about naming this video the Great Numistacker Grading Disaster or something like that, because in all honesty, this is not a great example of grading. Things did not go terribly much according to plan, and I guess if you watch the second half of this video, you'll see what I mean. Lots and lots of coins didn't give me what I was expecting, and which is a shame. But some of those were foreseeable. Some of those may not have been quite as foreseeable, but you'll see what I mean if you watch this video through to the end. So the first coins in this box belong to Joby, and you'll have seen his comments. He comments on every video, and thank you very much for that, Joby. Great result on this 1918 India Mint Sovereign. It was the only year until 2013 these coins were minted in India, and well, MS63 is actually not a bad grade. There have been a couple that have graded a bit better than that, but 63 is perfectly good. So you sent me through this one, Joby, as well, the 1914 Eagle $10 gold coin, pre-1933. This one got an AU55, not bad. I think you'll see in the video from the next heritage grading that a number of these pre-33 coins got, unfortunately, cleaned designations, details designations. So I think you did pretty well to get a numerical grade on that. And also this one, which is the third coin. This one is a $10 Eagle, pre-33, Liberty, and it got an AU53. It would have been nice if it had got a 55, but I guess maybe there was a little bit too much wear on it. But I think it was around about in line with what you were expecting for these coins. So I don't think you'll be disappointed with these in any way. This next coin is extremely beautiful. It's a florin, a 2 shilling piece from 1881. Only 19 of these coins have been graded by NGC so far, and the highest grade for this coin has been an MS64, and there are 2 in that grade. So this is the third highest graded effectively, and it's been conserved by NCS, and it is actually for sale if anybody wants to email me, and there is a price listed in this video if you're interested in owning this very, very beautiful Gothic florin. Lovely coin for any collection. So the next coin that we've got is a coin that I think is very nice. I've had a few of these over the last couple of years. This is the 2016 Pied Fort double thickness silver £1 coin. It's so thick that it needs a special holder, and it's got this kind of cutout holder which is a little bit thicker than a regular holder as well. But very nice coin, and pretty low mintage and quite a good grade as well. This next coin had to be regraded entirely because it was sent to me in a broken holder, and the holder was broken so much that they couldn't necessarily just reholder it. They had to regrade it entirely, and that's an 1899p Perth Mint Sovereign. This one is absolutely fabulous. There is actually a good video on this, I think, when this came in, telling the story of gun money, Irish gun money, and it's a very historical kind of thing. And this coin was one of the best graded of its year and type, and really, really good. I mean, it got an AU55. When you think this is, this is such an old coin, 1689, to get AU55 is just absolutely amazing. So great result there for the Silver Forum member based in Ireland who submitted this coin for grading. I know he's very, very pleased with this result. This next one, I think, is another interesting coin. It's a Bulgaria modern restrike of a 1912 dated coin, proof coin. If this was one of the originals, it would be extremely valuable, but it's just lovely that it's been done in such great quality, and you can see wonderful strike, lovely mirror finishes. I think the shield pattern on this side is really, really nice. I think this is a great coin, and I know that the owner of this coin is pretty pleased with the grading result of this one. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so with the next coin, we're going to go to from Bulgaria over and down under to Australia, and this one is a high def coin, one of these special planchet coins. Very, very nice, high relief coin, Dragon and Phoenix 2017 proof, and I did quite a nice video on this, I think, when it came out, so you may want to look back and see this coming out to be graded. I think the design is great, although I'm still totally not convinced that it is anywhere as nice or classy as the Chinese versions of the Dragon and Phoenix, which were medals produced by, can't remember, it was either Shanghai or Nanjing Mint. So this next one is the brand new Strike on the Day Sovereign. There were only 650 of these minted, and this should have been a Regal collection pedigree. However, it totally ignored at NGC my request for the pedigree, even though it was very, very clear. If you're interested in the 69 DPL version of this, get in touch with me, because I know that is now for sale. The 71 is going to go back to NGC to have its pedigree put on correctly in the Regal collection, which is Regal Stacker. Take a look at his channel if you haven't already seen. So we're at Paddington Station now, 2018. First of two designs. I think the next one is due out in August, and shows Paddington sitting down at the station with the Intercity 125 train in the background. I'm not 100% on this one. I think it's interesting. I think it's a little bit kind of mixed and contrived, but in a way I quite like the gold one. One of the nice things about the gold one is it's made of gold, and therefore it's a really nice 50p chunk of gold, and so this one will always have a pretty good value. And 50p's made of gold seem to be holding their own in the market in terms of values. I've seen Sir Isaac Newton 50p's go for quite a lot of money, both in the market on eBay and Great Collections auction house and other places as well. So some of these 50p's where they capture the imagination seem to do pretty well, and so they can be good. My advice to you on these 50p's is probably try and pick up bargains of slightly older ones in the second-hand market, and therefore make sure that you don't overpay on these coins. If you guys are still with me, it is now time to open the second of these two boxes. This one is a slightly bigger box, and this one is full of learning mistakes and grading disasters, but also one or two that are actually delightful and really good grades. But I think that one can certainly learn a little bit from the coins in this box. So pay attention and stay focused, and let's have a look through another one of these boxes at some of these kind of unfortunate results, really. Montenegro, this one was cleaned. Now, maybe the person who sent these to me should have picked up on some of the cleaning. Maybe I should have done a little bit more, but no, this one from Japan. And that, when you look at these coins critically, with NGC saying that they were cleaned, it's actually a little bit easier to say, well, yeah, okay, you can see probably it was cleaned because you've got those little bits of dirt inside the letters. It's a little bit different. But this one looks, maybe if it was cleaned maybe a fair time ago. And it's always difficult to know whether they are going to pick out these things as cleaned, because cleaned as such is not necessarily a bad thing, but harshly cleaned is what they give details for. But this one did very, very well. This is a 1914 half a crown. But interestingly, all you guys, when you commented on the original video of this, you said you thought this was actually cleaned. And this was one of the few that actually NGC thought wasn't cleaned. So it's kind of interesting as to what people are looking for. Maybe just because it's all shiny and bright doesn't necessarily mean NGC will details grade it. This one did very well, this 1912 Serbia, and really nice coin, MS61. I think that's one of the highest graded of this type at NGC. So the Silver Forum member was more than happy with this, although I'm not sure whether that happiness was enough to balance the misery and sadness of some of the other grades in this box. There's a nice little 20 kopecks coin here from Russia in 1914, MS66. This one did very well. It's kind of pretty much proof-like, just very, very nice coin. I think that a lot of these are still around in good condition, so I need to look at the grading census, but I think there may be quite a few even better than 66 for this particular coin for some reason. So do any of you guys know what the British Honduras is called now? So it's called Belize, and it is in Central America, and in fact my son has been there last week going diving in the Blue Hole, which was a pretty cool place to dive at 130 feet or so. Back to Italy, and a little part of Italy called San Marino. It's like a principality of San Marino up on a hill and near Rimini. But unfortunately that didn't do it well enough to get a regular numeric grading. But this one did. This is a 2 lira coin. 2 liras, not very high denomination, but just look at the design on this coin. I think this is classical and absolutely lovely. Really, really nice coin. And it didn't do badly either in terms of grade. So that's one I would be more than happy to have. 1915. Haiti, 50 centimes. This one got an XF45. I don't know, you guys might be able to tell me whether was this quite a rare coin for it to be put into grading, even in a fairly low grade. I don't know. 1914 Romania. This one got a 64. Again, really nice coin. Deserving of its 64. You can see that quite often the way these things were produced has a lot in common with things like the Standing Liberty quarter. You can see the same kind of engraving on them, the same period. Unfortunately, this one was cleaned, uncirculated, details coin for the cleaning, not good. Costa Rica. This one did a bit better, AU50. Could have been a bit better, I guess, in Nicaragua. But I really like the back of this coin. I think this is really, really nice with the sun pattern and the mountains. I think there's a few different varieties on some of the gold and silver coins at this time, sometimes with the sun in the centre, sometimes off to one side, but really, really nice. VF details cleaned. That's a shame. 1904, Panama. Not good. You see how bad some of these results were. 1912 Guatemala MS64. This one did pretty well. Did very well. Very nice coin. I think you've got to be so careful buying raw coins because it seems so easy to buy older coins that have been messed around and cleaned, and so difficult to buy coins that have been totally unmolested over the years. I guess cleaning was done all the time in those days, and no one realised maybe quite how much damage it is. Probably of everything in this box, this one is my favourite. This is an absolutely lovely coin. It's a Nepal mohur, and you might have heard that in terms of golden mohurs in India. Some of those can be very, very expensive, particularly the 2 mohur gold pieces can be extremely expensive, but this one isn't gold, but it's just got a really, really lovely design on it, and I like this a lot. I'd be really, really happy to have that in my collection, and maybe I'll make an offer for it at some stage. So from Nepal, and that one got an MS63. There were a couple of coins that were submitted which were like Turkish kind of coins which had an Arabian countermark on them, and NGC thought they were fake. They may very well have been, who knows, but their graders wouldn't grade these, they wouldn't put them in a holder. Questionable authenticity. So shame, but nothing can do about that. This one, now that I look at it again, it does seem to be a little bit polished. Probably that's correct, but in a way I wish I'd have taken more note of that when it came through the first time. And this one, Bulgaria 1913, also cleaned. Damn. Such bad results. Never had a box of coins with so many cleaned and polished coins in them. It's kind of depressing in a way, just going through it with so many bad results. But hopefully we can finish on a reasonably good note with a 1958 MS64 Mary Gillick designed sovereign. Very nice coin, increasingly popular, and with a premium that is rising a little bit. You know, it's a little bit. It's kind of very much in tiny amounts over a period of years, so you know, you may not even notice it. So these last two are my coins. They're my proof sovereigns. They got PF70, for which I am very grateful to NGC for. However, they put these the wrong way round in the holder, and this is despite being given a particular instruction to put them the right way. I couldn't have been more clear as to which way I wanted these coins to be. Very nice they got 70s, but they are now both going to have to go back to be swapped around so that the St. George is on the front and the Queen is on the back. And maybe it's just my personal preference, I don't know. I did have a survey at one stage about it, and most people for modern sovereigns seem to feel the way I do. So there you have it, the end of another mega grading results video, and much more to come going forward. So if you want to be notified, then both subscribe and click on the notify button, and you'll always know when there are new videos coming out.